What's up, my loves and fellow Innate creatives? I am doing a very quick tutorial right now on how to download and install the fonts that you get from Innate Lab. So this one will be short and sweet. This is actually one of the videos that go with our series for prepping and doing the homework for the Photoshop courses. So I want to make sure that you have everything that you need already ready to go so that when we start the course, you don't fall behind, you don't feel discouraged, and you're ready to start creating. So just one moment here and we'll proceed. So you have the website innatelab.com. Whether you're logged in or not, I'm actually going to sign out so that we can start from the very beginning here, because several things, signing is required for several things, for purchasing, for downloading, and also for accessing your content. Okay, so let's go ahead and check for the word font and see what fonts we have here. Now, if you are registered for the 101 course, I give you the links for everything that you need. Do not purchase any brushes. Do not purchase any of the fonts. If I have a course, I'm going to include things that I would sell for free in the course. Okay. So in this case, some of you are accessing this video because you just want to know how to download, how to purchase, download, and install fonts. So for that purpose, let's say you have a template, and for instance, this is one of the fonts that are most requested to download. So you want this flame font. You would add it to your cart. Now, my Innate Academy folks, this isn't for you because you already did your homework. Matter of fact, let me remind you, you already did your homework and you already downloaded all of the files that's required for our Innate Academy course. And one of those files is the Thank Me mirror font. Okay, so this is for those that just want to know how to download the font, and I'll catch you up on the part where you'll be required to install the font. All right, so we can go to checkout here. Make sure that you sign in. If you don't see this pop up, then I want you to sign in manually. I want you to come up here to the top and sign in. If you sign in, whatever you had in your cart will remain in your cart and you'll be able to check out. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and check out with PayPal. You can also use the buttons down here to use a card without using PayPal. I'm just going to do this because it's quicker. It's already set up for me. All right, so let me go ahead and pay for that font. And once I pay for the font, then I'm going to show you how you would go to your account. I'm going to sign out again just in case. Let's say you purchased it on your phone, but you need to download it on your computer. So once you're at your computer that you're going to install the font, preferably it's going to be the computer that you have Photoshop on, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in again on that computer. Then I'm going to go to my account and look over on the left hand side where it says my downloadable products. Now for our Innate Academy folks, we already did this in the previous video, so I want you to make sure that you took the steps for that previous video. And you'll also see for the Innate Academy folks that now I only have 2 downloads remaining for each of my components, and that's because I've already downloaded them once. All right, so let's go ahead and download the font. Now I want to tell you, you're going to get the TTF and the OTF version. You only need one. So I'm going to download the TTF version. And I want you to know that when you're downloading files from Innate Lab, you're going to see this Google Drive kind of look like it's working. Don't worry about that. What you want to be most concerned with is, do you have this download button up here to the top right? If you don't see that button, you may be required to sign in, but I've never not seen this button. So I will go ahead and download. And you want to make sure that you're not opening the file, but that you're saving it. Okay, so save the file, say OK. And then most likely it's going to save it in your downloads folder. So I'm going to go to that folder just so I can show you what it does. And now, for those of you who are in the Innate Academy course, we moved our font to our Innate Academy folder. So this is directly for you. So this is the Thank Me Repeat Mirror font. And this is how you install this font or any other font that you purchase from Innate Lab. You're going to double click on it. When you double click on it, it gives you the option to install. Now for me, I already have this installed on my computer, so I'm not going to replace it. It won't give you this option to replace it. It will just start loading it for you. Just like that, the full bar will go to blue and the font will be installed. You can use the font in Microsoft Word, you can use the font in Photoshop or any other program that allows for you to use fonts, use the different fonts. So that is the thick and the thin of it. It's really simple. I just didn't want you all to get discouraged. I wanted to give you complete guidance on how to get this part of the task done. So now we can go to our checklist for the Innate Academy course, and I can check off the Thank Me Mirror font. Let's go ahead and highlight it. The pink script font is a font that is not from Innate Lab, so I'm going to make a separate video on how to download and install. Well, we already downloaded it, but I'll reiterate how to download and install a font that is not from Innate Lab. Okay, it's a very similar process. I just want to be clear of how you would do that. You know what? As a matter of fact, let's just tack it on to the end of this. It's really simple. I think we can do it. We're here. So let's get it done. Let's go to Firefox. Now, for those of you who already did the beginning part of the homework, you'll see that we have downloaded the font already. But we're going to reiterate and do it again. All right, so I included the script for you, but let's say you don't know. Let's say you open up Photoshop and lo and behold, you know how I do with fonts, and I'll have maybe 2 or 3 fonts that you don't have installed on your computer that you need to download. One thing I want you to do, if you open up a template, and that template pops up on your Photoshop, it'll say that you're missing these fonts. It'll be a warning. It'll tell you what the name of those fonts are. Okay, so the name of the font might be the Fire Flame text. If you don't find that on my website when you type in the word font, so let's show you that, then it's probably a free font from somewhere. I very seldomly put paid fonts in the templates just because I want you to be able to immediately start using it. I'm hitting enter here. Font, F-O-N-T. And this is just my shortcut way of finding all the fonts. All right, so these are all my fonts, and I will be adding to these as well, but you get the general idea of what type of fonts I offer. So if it's not one of my fonts, then I definitely want you to search for the font. So for instance, if you pulled up that template and we're looking for the pink script, the name of the font is pink script, then you would type in pink script font, hit enter and see what pops up. More than likely it's going to be a Dafont font, but every now and then it'll be one that may not be Dafont. So let's click there. What you would do is hit download here. Now keep in mind this is for personal use, so make sure you're using this for personal use, or support the artist by purchasing the commercial use version of the font. Okay. For this case, for our class, we're all making personal shirts. You're not making things that you're going to sell. You're making a shirt for yourself so that you understand the process of how to design and how to use Photoshop. So we're going to hit download. And of course, it downloaded here. We'll open the file. And I'm going to show you the whole process. So it is a zip file. If you want to install this, you're going to right click, extract all, and as a matter of fact, we are exactly doing this from our Innate Academy folks. So here's the same file that I moved into this folder from earlier, so you should have it looking exactly like this if you followed the instructions to set up your homework. We would right click, extract all, and I'm going to let it extract it in the folder that it's going to come up with. Go to extract. there's the font, and all that I'm going to do to install the font is double click on that font, hit install, and it should be that simple. I'm going to say yes to replace this one because I just want you to see what it does. Usually a blue bar will show it loading, but it was so quick that you didn't even see it load. So it's installed. All right, it was just that easy. And now when I go to Photoshop and I come up to my character, I type in the font. If I type in pink, which the name of the font is Pink Script, I see it available for me. Okay, simple, just that simple. So that is it on how to install the fonts from Innate Lab and how to install fonts from a website like Dafont.com, which both of those are required for the Innate Academy course, for the 101 course, okay? So you're going to install the Pink Script font, and then you're going to install the Thank Me Repeat Mirror font. Now this one wasn't zipped. The Thank Me Repeat Mirror was not zipped. If you get it, if you purchase it, it will be zipped. This one, for the purpose of this class, I didn't zip it for you. I wanted it to be super simple. You just download it and open it, okay? But for the ones that do come zipped, make sure your first step is to unzip it. Then you are going to go into the unzipped folder, click on the font, double click it, and go ahead and go to install. That's it. That's it. So the next video I'm going to make is how to download and install your brushes from Innate Lab. And that should be the final homework video, except for how to set up your dual screens. All right, so let's go ahead and check our list. Now we can mark off that we downloaded the Pink Script font. Let's mark that off. The only thing that I have left to install is the brush pack. So that will be a separate video. I'll upload that in just a moment. And it looks like we had a disconnect in the chat again. And I think it has something to do with what's going on with this internet around here lately. So I'm hoping that we go ahead and get this resolved before tomorrow's class. Nonetheless, I appreciate you all for tuning in and for participating in this course and just being a viewer in general. I hope this is helping you. I hope that you are becoming more confident in design and putting yourselves out there and hopefully growing your businesses, which is the main objective. So I'll check in with you in just a little bit, and bye for now.